Hello my lovely ladies and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm sharing with you the 5 simple yet effective things I do to make me feel feminine. So to me, feeling feminine is not just about the way that I look. For me, it's very much on the way that I feel. I like to feel soft, I like to feel comfortable, I like to feel relaxed, and still I like to have structure in my days. So I'm going to share with you 5 simple things that I do, and I hope that they inspire you to do them as well. So ladies, let's get started. So number 1 is I speak slower. My family and friends that know me for a long time know that I used to speak very fast. I used to rush through my words or downplay what I wanted to say. I felt like everything that I needed to say needed to be said so fast. Since I started my feminine journey, that is something that I stopped doing. So now I slow my speech. I take pauses. I genuinely listen to what the person is telling me. And also, I am making eye contact more because I am not rushing through the conversation so fast. I'm taking my time in what I want to get across, my message, but also in the conversation. I'm taking my time to fully be present for the person I'm having a conversation with. And it doesn't matter if I'm at work or I am in the supermarkets or I'm talking to a friend. I take the time to speak slower, to take my pauses, and to really immerse myself in the conversation without rushing it. So that's the first thing I would suggest that you do, especially if you're someone that was like me, that speaks so fast and it feels like you need to get all the information out. Just take it down a little bit, take your pauses, and know that you don't need to rush. It makes me feel more feminine because I'm able to slow down more. I'm able to slow the dial down a little bit and be like, Urania, it's okay. You don't need to rush, Urania. You can take your time having this conversation. So that's the first thing that I do. I speak slower and I'm immersing myself in a conversation and I'm making more eye contact. Habit number 2 is that I only wear fabrics or clothing pieces that make me feel comfortable. So this is something I've been very intentional about. I will not wear any pieces of clothes or fabrics that make me feel uncomfortable. I will not wear anything that I paid money for that doesn't feel good on my body. And there are different examples. So something I stopped wearing actually are very tight jeans. So skinny jeans, I cannot wear this anymore. I don't wear any skinny jeans. I don't wear any fabric that is stiff because they make me feel trapped, tense, and uncomfortable. And if there's one thing I will not be doing is wearing clothes that make me feel uncomfortable or interact with anything or anyone actually that makes me feel uncomfortable. Instead, I choose pieces that make me feel soft, breathable, and flowy. Think about white leg trousers, skirts, or dresses. But I would also wear jeans, but now they're no longer tight, skinny jeans. They are more comfortable on my body and I don't feel restricted. For me, it's all about finding the fabrics and the pieces of clothing that move with my body and not against my body. Because when my clothes feel gentle on my skin, I feel more graceful, open, and I feel more calm in my body. And with that, I feel more feminine. And this is such an underrated piece of femininity. We want to create physical softness around us so we are able to create softness within us. So, ladies, I am interested. Do you recognize this as well? That since you started your femininity journey, you feel the need to stay away from clothes that make you feel uncomfortable, like that skinny jeans, for example, or maybe something that's really tight and really short. I really want to know how you think about that. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you recognize this? Are there pieces of clothing that you gravitate towards more now or less now that you're on your feminine journey? Let me know. I would love to know. Habit number 3 is that I treat my skincare and my body care like a daily love ritual. Let me explain to you what I mean. One of the most feminine things that I do for myself is that I take care of my body. I treat my skincare and my body care like a love ritual to myself. I dry brush before the shower. I exfoliate when I'm in the shower. I love to follow that up with a nice shower gel. And when I'm out of the shower, I moisturize my body with nice creams and nice oils. I have my serums for my face and my facial creams. And I massage my legs, my arms, my belly. It's just like I'm pouring love into every inch of my body. And I realized I truly started doing this since I started my own feminine journey. And I realized that self-care is not something that I need to do. taking care of myself and my body is a way for me to show love to myself. Before that, of course, I was also moisturizing my skin, but now it's a ritual for me even. It's something that I truly enjoy doing in a way for myself to show love to myself. And the other thing that happens is by me taking gentle care of myself and pouring love into myself, I am also teaching my subconscious mind that I am deserving of softness, I'm deserving of care and of love. And that's the only thing I want to accept into my life. And if that's not the thing, I do not want it to enter my life. So that's also something that happens when you truly start taking care of yourself and loving yourself. Habit number 4, I affirm every day it's safe for me to receive. One of the most powerful mindset habits I have adopted, and I'm still practicing till this day, is to tell myself that it's safe for me to receive. This goes much deeper than just saying words, because by saying these words, I am literally anchoring myself in my feminine energy. Where the masculine is all about giving, providing, and doing, the feminine is about being, receiving love, support, compliments, beauty, and even abundance. And honestly, for a very long time, I had difficulties receiving because I was very much raised to be independent, to take care of myself, and to not need anybody. And this is something I am thankful for because it made me feel very resourceful and very independent. But at the same time, it also made me feel like I couldn't depend on anybody else. I needed to do it all alone, and that can feel very heavy. That is also one of the reasons I wanted to connect more to my feminine. I wanted to feel more soft and I wanted to feel taken care of more. And that has been something I've been working on very much. I can honestly say right now that I am okay and I can trust that even though I'm in a particular situation, I know it's going to be okay. And I'm open to receive and I can trust that it's going to be okay. So, especially on days where I'm feeling tense, I'm feeling too much in my masculine, I feel like I need to control everything. In those moments, I remind myself and I say, Urania, it's safe for me to receive. I will say this over and over again until I feel it, until I truly feel more soft, more grounded, more protected. And this is a powerful tool that I also teach in my program, The Feminine Reset, because receiving is actually a muscle that we need to train, especially the women like myself that were raised to be very independent. And the more you train it, the more you practice it, the more open you become to receiving and the more magnetic you become. So if you're interested in my program, The Feminine Reset, the information is in the description box below. Habit number 5, I start my day with soft structure and intention. One of the most feminine things I do is to actually create structures for myself, but in a way that feels soft, supportive, and calming. I learned that I cannot be my feminine if I feel all over the place. When I wake up and I have no idea what is expected of me, I have no idea what I need to get done, I feel anxious, I feel shattered, and it's actually that chaotic energy that pulls me out of alignment, out of my feminine. This is actually an interesting point because when we look at the feminine and the masculine, our feminine energy is more of that flexible, playful, do whatever you want, whenever you want. The masculine is having the structure and knowing what needs to get done and staying focused. However, we live in a masculine world. We have jobs, we have a household that we need to run, we have responsibilities. So we need to create a structure for ourselves that supports us, that's not feeling rigid or very restricted, but that does give us that foundation and supports us so that we know, okay, I'm comfortable because I'm very aware of the things that I need to get done. Yeah, that's an interesting point that I wanted to share. So I've created systems that make me stay grounded. And I plan my days with tools I actually enjoy using. I love a beautiful notebook. So this is one of the notebooks that I use to just plan things in. And this is actually the planner that I'm using currently to keep track on everything that I need to do. And I also use a Google Calendar and I have it color coded as well. So I make sure that I create structures that look nice and that support me. And I call it soft structure because it's not about being rigid. It's about creating a container that helps me feel clear, safe, and soft. And ladies, there you have it. The 5 things I do on a daily basis to help me feel feminine. And these are easy things that you can implement as well. So let me know below which of these 5 tips you really like or you're going to start implementing yourself. My program, The Feminine Reset, is now open. You can sign up with the link in the description box below. And I also have a link to access my Facebook group as well in the description box below. Ladies, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having a beautiful day, and I cannot wait to see you in my very next video. Bye, ladies.